Hello, welcome to Kapow Toys Presents. I'm your host King Grimlock, and today we are going to be looking at the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra Mantis attack craft thingamabob with an Aqua Viper type guy. I don't know my Joe yet, can you tell? Anyway, let's have a look at this little vehicle. It's a nice looking piece for a start, but let's kick off with our Aqua Viper. Decent sculpt all over, I imagine, as with most of the drivers and sort of generic figures. He's actually just a repaint and cobble together of parts. He has fantastic articulation, wrist, elbow, shoulder, twist at the diaphragm, ball jointed hips, double jointed knees, ball jointed ankles, and a swivel head. Doesn't really do much more than that. He is a very simplistic figure, nice colour scheme, decent detailing. I must admit though, when you get all this Aqua gear and stuff like that, all very nice, would you really have zip up combat pants? Not for me, and I definitely wouldn't have steel toe cap boots on. That's just me being safety conscious though. He comes with a nice couple of accessories. His little backpacky thing. There we go. Which will slot in, and see comes through to these gauges around here, so just a nice little Aqua lung helmet, nicely detailed. You can also translucent. I doubt you'll be able to see his face through that on the camera. Wires just clip in like so. And you got quite a nice little pilot's helmet for the underwater stuff. It's nice enough. It does the job. I mean, these guys are supposed to be sort of your standard army building type of guy. Standard little rifle as well. Again, very nicely sculpted. All of these guys just have such nice sculpting. And because of it, they are quite poseable. And they do look good in big units as well. I can imagine that a whole fleet of these things, with their drivers on the outside, would actually be a really nice piece. Let's get him out of the way. Yeah, really nice little figure actually. I'm more and more impressed with the Joe figures from the 25th line onwards. They've just got something very nice about them. The added articulation is a real step forward, and it makes them ultimately poseable, and it just seems like a lot more time and effort's gone into their accessories, and you'll see that when we come to the Pursuit of Cobra stuff. If you haven't already watched one of those reviews, if I haven't put it up yet, I don't know. But they have gone the whole hog further. And onto the Mantis itself. Now then, this is quite a chunky boy. As you can see, it's of a fair size, tan and red for the most part, sort of dark grey brown red for the most part, bits of silver on it as well. Fairly simplistic colour scheme. It does come with the associated sticker pack, so you can stick on, like, there's little details for the console on the inside. Have a look on the inside. Decent inside interior, plenty of room for our friend to sit in. The controls do move up and down again. Decent size hand grips, he can fit on there, and I'm not sure how well I'll be able to pick it out, but it's some lovely sculpted detail, and those stickers all fit on the panels. Just to bring out those details on it, it's really, it's a nice added addition, and also harkens back to my childhood. My childhood was a fantastic time, and it's always good to reminisce. And it has the 2 spare missiles on the side because, yeah, we have launching missiles. Now, I'm torn between whether I like launching missiles or not with G.I. Joe, and for certain figures or certain vehicles I do. Figures, no. Vehicles are okay, certain ones, and these guys look really nice, and that's it's a nice added little dynamic. The wings can tip up and down for easy storage. It has wheels on the bottom, so it can do your old roly, and gimmick. Ta-da! We have gimmicks. Gimmicks galore. I like gimmicks on toys, especially when they are of a decent value toy as well. These little gimmicks can add so much to the character of the actual toy. Going around to the back, we have the turbo fans, which do turn if you can manage to get your finger inside them. They aren't fat like mine, and are also minorly adjustable with a little bit of enthusiasm, so you can get them posed in different ways. Tail doesn't move at all, but this little back cannon can rotate as well. It's just a nice overall vehicle. It's got a fantastic design aesthetic, really nicely done. Underside, for anyone who even cares, a bit bland, but you know what, it's the underside of a toy, what do you expect? It's got a nice overall aesthetic for what is essentially quite a cheap vehicle. It has a decent figure with it, who works very well in comparison to it. He doesn't blend in, but he also doesn't stand out too badly. You may have some problem, as you always do with these guys, of actually getting him in. I didn't this time. There's a small miracle in itself. And there we go. That is the Mantis at Sea attack crafty thingamabob. It's nice. It is really nice. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the movie G.I. Joe stuff. The aesthetic of it's a little bit, and this is a little bit bland for me, but the actual design of it and the little gimmicks it incorporates with those magic moments of like the hidden missiles and the fact that it fits its pilot so well, and it all feels like it's been designed and built together. I am quite keen on this one. Again, the same with the Sky Sweeper jet. I could see a fleet of these sitting on your shelves, looking quite mean, all tied together, posed up differently as well. The added wing sculpt, the fact that the pilot can sit in, out, it isn't necessary to complete the aesthetic of the toy to have the pilot in there, even though with the canopy it does look really nice with him inside. And let's be fair, it's based on a manta ray, and let's be fair, they're probably the coolest of all rays, except for I Love Mess, but he is definitely the coolest ray of all time. Anyway, this has been King Grimlock. This has been the G.I. Joe Riser Cobra Mantis Sea attack crafty thingamabob with an Aqua Viper in for an extra 10p. I don't know. You can get them now. You know the link is on the underbar. So go crack in and get one, and we'll see you next time, folks.